Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating an eye look with this new eyeshadow palette that I found inside the JCPenney's where the Sephora used to be. JCPenney's now has this little beauty section in there where they have all kinds of like drugstore and affordable brands and some other random brands that I hadn't really heard of. But they also carry Lunar Beauty in there, which was quite a shock to me. I'm going to insert some photos of that little beauty space here so that you can see what it is that I'm talking about. But yeah, I picked up this really cute eyeshadow palette. This is the Bossy Power Woman's Essentials Style Meets Substance eyeshadow palette. This is made in Italy and it's got a 24-month shelf life. I was told by the lady at the JCPenney's that this is exclusive to JCPenney's. But then after I purchased it, I did a little bit of digging around online and I actually found this like on either Nordstrom or Nordstrom Rack or somewhere like that. I found this somewhere else, not just at JCPenney's. So I don't know. I just thought I had never heard of this, and the eyeshadow palette itself looks really pretty. Let me go ahead and open it up so you can see. And I decided that I wanted to give it a go. The eyeshadow palette was like $25, which is a really affordable price. And I really was drawn to the color story, but because it was a made in Italy palette, oh, there went the plastic. Because it was a made in Italy palette, I just really was curious about the formula. Ooh, look at that. That is such a pretty color story for spring. So let me get my eyes primed and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, my eyes are primed. I'm ready to dig into this cute little eyeshadow palette. So today I'm going to do one look on both eyes. I think today I'm gonna do more of like the berries. So let me start off with this mauve pink here in the corner. I didn't even take a picture of this, damn it. I even brought my phone in here to do that and I didn't. But here we go. Okay, I'm seeing now, upon closer inspection, I see that there's not really another matte that's gonna go with this berry. So let me go ahead and pull it down here to the corner as well. And then I will use the black to kind of deepen it up. All right, there's that one. I'm gonna use a shader for this really pretty kind of pinky satin shade. Let's just see what this looks like on the lid. Oh, that's pretty. It's got a little bit of reflection, but it is pretty dark for where I placed it, but that's all right. We're just gonna make it work because I'm gonna deepen up the outer corner in just a moment. But yeah, that does have a little bit of pretty shimmer. Not really shimmer, but just like a little bit of iridescence. Let me also just blend the crease real quick. I'm gonna dip into this black shade here just ever so slightly so that I can try to deepen up the outer corner to get a little bit of a smokier effect so I can shape the eye the way that I like it. Let's just see how these mattes blend in with each other. I feel like that black, because I went in there a little bit too hard on that second one, I got a little bit too confident. It almost overpowered it just a little bit, but they are blending into each other really nicely. I don't feel like it's getting muddy or anything. So I'm about to go back over it with the pink to see if I can just like deepen up the outer edge without losing that pink shade. So now I'm gonna go back into that pink and let's just go over the black and see what happens. I feel like that did layer back up nicely, and it kind of gave it just a little bit of a smoky effect on the edge. And it did take away some of that black hue to where it just looks like, you know, a little bit of smokiness, but it's still in the pink family. So I do like the way those are building with each other. All right, kind of impressed right there. I'm gonna use this really pretty bright green for the inner corner. It looks like it's also a satin, so I feel like it won't get anything sparking off in my eye, but it is light and bright enough that, wow, that creates a really beautiful bright inner corner. Oh my gosh. That's a great inner corner shade. It's like the slightest shade of like, it's like the slightest, softest hint of chartreuse, but I don't really see the chartreuse right there on the inner corner. Maybe if it was a green look, it would look more chartreuse, but right now it's just looking like a nice bright highlight, and I really like the way that it's working right there. So really happy with that shade. Oh yeah, once you start to blend it out, you can see the green hue a little bit more. See, I can kind of see a little bit of green right there. So yeah, it does have a little bit of a green effect, but if you don't blend it out and you just pile it up, you can make it like a highlighter shade. Next, I'm gonna take this, well, hold on, no, I'm not. Yeah, let's just see what this shade does. I'm gonna put this here. Oh, that's powdering off a bunch of stuff. On the inner part of the lid, and let's just see. Ooh, I'm so glad I did that. I was not expecting that. That's got like some sort of an iridescent, like weird shade there in the middle, and that is giving it kind of like, ooh, a pink to green duochrome effect. Wow, look at that beautiful shade. I did not expect that. I'm gonna bring that over a little bit more because I really wanna show that shade more on the lid. Ooh, that's got a shift. That's like a pink to green duochrome. Holy moly. Yeah. Let's see if you can see that shift at all. I'm not really sure, so I'm sorry if you're not getting the same effect, but it is definitely visible in person. I am filming in 4K today so that you can see the eyeshadow really, really well. So hopefully that is helpful for you. Normally I just film in HD, but every now and then, like for a new eyeshadow palette that there's not a lot of videos on or whatever, I will do an HD, like a 4K video, so that it can try to be super helpful for anybody looking for videos on that particular product. Okay, I'm really, really impressed. I'm so glad that I decided to go with that shade right there. I was gonna build up this sparkly shade. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna use the same brush and just flip it over, and I'm gonna just carefully pick up this shimmer. I'm afraid that it's gonna get me a little bit of sparkle in my eye. So I don't know, I don't have my MAC spray here, so let's just hope it's okay. I'm gonna put this right here in the middle. Whoa, that's beautiful. And it's got a nice stick to where it's not just like flaking off. Wow. Oh, wow, look at that. Holy moly, I was not expecting this kind of a impactful look from this palette. I'm not sure why I should have, because some of these shades looked really intriguing to me, and that's what made me want to try it. But also because I hadn't heard of this brand before, and I was like, what is up with this? Okay, I really like that, but excuse me, that's hunger and it's not time to eat yet. I'm gonna go in with my finger now, and let's just see what kind of impact we can get. This does feel a little bit creamy, but a little bit gritty and slightly dry. Ooh, oh my goodness, look at that shade. Are you kidding me? Guys, this palette was freaking $25 at JCPenney's, that's it, and it's made in Italy. Wow. This is stunning. I am so impressed. Look at that. Okay, Bossy, I see you. Damn. Let me try to get a little bit of blending of this shimmer. Hold on. just so I can like smooth out the edges of where it's at a little bit. Okay, wow. That is crazy good. Like, whoa. I kind of want to add more. I'm going to add a little bit more to the lid all the way back. It's just too beautiful to not be more of a focal point. Oh my goodness. And I have not sprayed my face. Like, I didn't spray my brush. I don't have glitter glue on. My primer dried down when I was doing all the mattes. And there's no flaking off from this like really sparkly shadow that I really was sure was going to end up all over my face. I'm highly impressed, guys. I'm really, really impressed with this palette so far. I can't tell you how happy I am that I came across this palette. I'm going to just soften up this top edge here. Okay. I feel like that's it for the look for the most part. Let me do something on the lower lash line. Okay. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go into that same mauve shade to kind of keep it a little bit cohesive as far as the colors. So I'm going to start off here. Just a little bit bright for my lower lash line, but I'm going to blend in some other shades too. For the back half, I'm going to go into this like sparkly shade just because it's a little bit deeper. All right, here's the lower lash line. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that black shade on this really, really tiny little bitty detailed brush, and I'm going to just stamp that across the actual last half of my lash line. Okay, guys. Here's the finished eye look with this eyeshadow palette. For my first time to play with it, I used 6 shades to create this look. And I have to say, I'm really, really impressed by this eyeshadow palette and super surprised. I am so glad that I picked it up. I really like that the colors here, like this bright pink matches the bright pink. I feel like the shades, yeah, all the shades that you see here on the outside with these really beautiful little high heels are found inside this eyeshadow palette. So I really, really like that it's going together. And I'm just now noticing that these are like different women's skin tones in the shoes. So I feel like this is a very universally flattering eyeshadow palette. I think that this eyeshadow palette is gonna work for a whole bunch of skin tones. I'm super impressed with this. Now I want to know what your thoughts are, not only on this eyeshadow palette, but on this first look that I created. Now I want to know how you feel about this eyeshadow palette. Have you ever heard of BOSSY? Have you ever seen this eyeshadow palette in store anywhere? Would you pick this eyeshadow palette up if you came across it and saw that it was literally only $25? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so glad that I saw it that day. I'm so glad that I picked it up. I was really on the fence. I almost didn't buy it. This was the last eyeshadow palette that particular store had in stock, and I was on my way to go pick up the Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette that I just recently tried out on my channel as well. So I was kind of like, do I really want to buy another palette right now too? But yeah, I'm so glad that I did. I'm really, really happy with this. I'm really looking forward to playing with some of the other shades. And yeah. That's going to do it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below if you'd like me to create another look with this eyeshadow palette. I'd be happy to do that for you. But if there's no interest, then I'll just save the looks for myself. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. Like I said, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to click the like button. It really does help my small channel out so much. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and that you click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.